Hey everyone, it's Cheri from A Girl and Her Dog, and it is a beautiful, hot, sunny afternoon here in Houston. Hopefully, it's nice where you are and you're enjoying a little bit of the summer weather. We are enjoying a little too much summer weather, but all is good. This is what we do down here in the South. So bring it on, heat, bring it on. So I wanted to just come on this afternoon and talk a little bit about some things that have been on my mind lately. As you know, I always talk about being strong on the inside and the outside. And I've been kind of going through a little bit of a transition recently. Some things have been going on in my day job. And then, of course, I'm trying to transition to having this little extra on the side and really helping women and deciding where I'm going with the rest of my life as I grow up and grow older. And I was thinking about how there's so many times that, and if I haven't mentioned, I'm very ADHD, but that I tend to want everything right now. I wrote a blog post not too long ago about that instant gratification. We want it now. And I think back to when I was a young adult, just starting out, and I was a mom very young, and I got married, and you want the things. So in your mind, you're thinking, okay, you get married, you have children, you should have a house, you should have cars, you should have things, you should take vacations. And I wanted all of the things right away. And it took a little bit of time to realize that those take time, that they're not going to instantly be there. Just because you've met one milestone doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have the next one just kind of fall into your lap. And it's when I was really introduced to working hard and trying to figure out how to grow myself and better myself and help my family continue along a path where we could eventually get the house and get the cars and all of the things. And then you do that, and it's almost as if you want more, right? Like you get the $20 watch, but then you can't wait to get the $100 watch or whatever it seems to be at the time. And so I've been listening to podcasts recently on my way to and from work each day, and just hearing about how so many businesses that people start, because this is the age to do that, don't make it. So, as I am working through this, learning how to be maybe an entrepreneur, working through this imposter syndrome, keeping myself on track, and just thinking about all of that, I'm hearing, and I'm doing the research, so I'm hearing them say, 80% of new businesses fail. And I'm thinking, why? And I was talking to my boyfriend about this, and he's got his own business. And I said, what's your take? What do you think? And he said, well, it's because people want the satisfaction right now, and they don't want to put the hard work in. Or when it gets hard or they fail, they tend to give up. And I was hearing this same kind of conversation on all of these different podcasts. And as I was researching, and I started to think, oh gosh, I just released my first course as a life coach. And I have one paid client, which is super, super exciting, right? One paid client, that is more than I had a week ago. But then I thought, oh, but I wanted 5 paid clients. Or what if I just wanted 3 paid clients and I just have one paid client? And I had to stop myself, and I had to remember why I was doing this. And then I had to remember, is it about making the money and getting rich? And is that going to happen overnight? If that happens, is that going to happen overnight? And I had to calm myself down. And it really was that conversation with myself. It was almost like, look, girl, you need to get yourself right. So here's what I've learned over the past couple of weeks as I've been processing all of this. It's just going on and on and on in my brain. So I think we have to celebrate small steps, baby steps. We cannot expect everything to change overnight. That doesn't happen. Unless you win the lottery, that's not going to happen, right? And I don't play the lottery, so that's not even in my realm. And when I think about baby steps, I think about if I'm in marathon training season, I don't expect to go out on my first training run and run the entire half marathon distance at a fantastic pace, right? If I'm going back into a different kind of workout, maybe I've taken the break from spin class and I want to get back into spin class. It's going to take me a minute to get my body used to the bike and get back into the shape needed for that particular activity. If I'm going to, I hadn't ridden a regular bike in a number of years. So I get back on that bike, and that first time it was like, whoa, whoa, something's not right here. So it's these little baby steps. And if I keep making baby steps, I'm still moving forward, right? So one small step leads to the next small step, to the next small step. And over a period of time, those small steps are going to lead to bigger steps. And so that's a lesson that I had to learn this week. Another lesson that I had to learn is to keep my focus in the right place. We talk so much about, well, why are you doing that? Where's your passion? What's your why? What's driving you? My why for moving into an area of helping women be their best is to help women be their best. My why is not to provide information to women to make myself rich. So I think that sometimes you can lose focus on the prize, right? You can forget why you're trying something new or moving in a different direction. So not only do I need to remember baby steps, but I really need to step back and remember my why, because on the hardest days, that's when your why becomes the most important. It's easy to know your why on the great days, right? But it's the hard days that you have to go back and say, well, why did I start this anyway? And if I remember my why, will it keep me going? And then I think the most important thing that I have to remember in all of this is the reminder to be grateful. We tend to take a lot of things for granted, right? I can get up every morning, I can eat, I have a beautiful home to live in, I can basically do whatever I want, I have a car that works, all these things that, yes, I've worked very hard for, but also there are people in the world right now that can't. Watching the news this morning and listening to people talk about the hardship they're facing because of the cost of gas. It's very, very difficult for some people. So I think we have to step back and remember all of the things that we need to be grateful for and focus on what we have instead of just focusing on what we want or what we don't have. So 3 little lessons that I've learned over the last 3 weeks. Remember the baby steps because they add up to big steps. Don't forget your why, especially in times that are difficult. And most importantly, remember to be grateful for all that you have because it could be something that others don't and really need in their world. So having said that, I will give myself a little plug. The new course is out, a mindset challenge with a girl and a dog. And the dog wants to be heard, apparently. Stop. It has released for the low price of $147. It's a 6-week course, hybrid. So you get a little bit online and you get a little bit of live with me. We do have 1 client in the course so far, so super excited about that. But I will drop the link into the notes on this little YouTube video so that you can be sure to check it out if you would like. And if you do just want more information, you can always reach out at agirlandherdog123@gmail.com or on any of our social media sites at agirlandherdog19 on Instagram and A Girl and Her Dog on Facebook. So until later, see you.